All right, good Thursday evening, everybody. The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. That is Iceman's Return YouTube channel. It is January 22nd, 2015, Thursday night SmackDown tonight. But what I want to talk about in this video basically is, I've been watching some videos today. I just recently watched a video by Gemini888 talking about the DVDs, him passing the torch, so to speak, or him, taking the torch, and him, being the guy that does the DVD uh, videos and reviews and lets everybody know about the new videos that are coming out, which is pretty cool because you don't see too much of that going around anymore. Um, but it started making me think. Basically, I mean, really, um, what what do people here want in the YWC, IWC want from people on their wrestling channels, like on mine, Iceman's Return, and the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel, which I talk a lot about wrestling rumors, wrestling news. I do reviews. I recap a lot of stuff. I give my predictions on pay-per-views, upcoming pay-per-views, and I do my reviews of pay-per-views. And for me, this is what it's all about, to try to be a little bit informative. And the bottom line is, with everybody here on YouTube in the wrestling community, we all have different opinions, different outlooks on a lot of wrestling. If you watch a lot of the predictions videos for the Royal Rumble, everybody has a different opinion for the most part. It's very hard. With this pay per view, it could be very simple for people really to have the same type of prediction, but everybody has their ideas as far as the main event with Lesnar, Rollins, and Cena. Everybody has, obviously, there are so many different choices for the outcome of the winner for the Royal Rumble. And this Royal Rumble is one of those Rumbles that is sort of really unpredictable, because we read so much earlier on before Daniel Bryan came back that it was going to be Roman Reigns emerging as a winner. And then with Daniel Bryan returning, a lot of people are saying it's Daniel Bryan. Shawn Michaels, you know, he had his choice of Bray Wyatt. Hulk Hogan picked Daniel Bryan. Ric Flair picked Dean Ambrose. I mean, I have no problem with any of these guys being victorious in the Rumble, but you've got to look at the bigger picture. You've got to look at who they're going to face at WrestleMania, and if it all makes sense as far as anything goes. And that is the thing that everybody has to realize as well. Now, it's like with the main of well, I wouldn't call the WWE title on the line being the main event, because a lot of times it has been, but there's other times the Rumble is the main event. And with Cena, Rollins, and Lesnar, it all depends on what's going on right now within the WWE. There are a lot of people that are saying that John Cena is going to come out and emerge as the 16-time WWE World Champion, and he'll end up facing the Royal Rumble winner. And a lot of people are thinking it's going to be Roman Reigns. And um, I can honestly picture this scenario, because there have been rumblings about, no pun intended, that Roman Reigns may turn heel. Uh, but I just think that's somewhere too far fetched a little bit. I want to stay within the inner circle, and really, things that would really make more sense. With Brock Lesnar showing signs of a babyface, a lot of things could change. It's very, very possible that the WWE and Brock Lesnar are going to come to some sort of an agreement for an extension on his contract, and Lesnar could stick around a little longer than Mania. That could change a lot of things here in the WWE. A lot of people are thinking Seth Rollins is going to end up coming out of the Rumble as the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion? I don't think so. And here's my reason why. It's not that I don't think that he can be. It's the fact that WWE has really, in the authority, they have really pushed the fact of Seth Rollins, and this is one of the reasons why I don't think he's going to emerge as champion. Now, do I think he will be champion in 2015? Most definitely. I think Rollins is probably going to be the first member of the Shield to emerge as a WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but I don't think it's going to happen at the Rumble. To me, I don't think it would make any sense because, in my eyes, if Brock Lesnar does not win the Rumble, who does he face at WrestleMania? Um, so it could be interesting, but people are forgetting about the X factor here, and that's not Bobby Roode, or the It factor. It's not Bobby Roode. But Randy Orton is going to probably be at the Rumble, and I think somehow, some way, he's going to play a part in a lot of things. I'm not really sure what. Um, he's been gone for quite some time. Will he come back as a major baby face? Still remains to be seen because we really don't know. Um, but if Orton does come back as a major baby face, then yeah, I probably would see Roman Reigns probably turning heel. There's rumors that Sheamus will come back and he will be heel. There's just a lot of different variables involved in the Royal Rumble. And I really must say, when we watched the Rumble this past year, the, you know, 2014 Rumble, it was in our eyes, let's face it, we all heard Dave Bautista was going to win. He was going to go after the WWE title. He was supposed to become champion, but his popularity didn't go the way the WWE thought, so they made some major changes, and so they threw Daniel Bryan into a storyline to get into the main event with Randy Orton, and it was, let's face it, albeit being said, last year's Rumble and last year's Mania main event, so to speak, was pretty predictable. This year's Royal Rumble, at this point right now, I think the WWE, they're finally doing things that maybe it's something that they should have done, for so many years, is, don't put anything set in stone. Make major last minute changes where those last minute changes are needed. Um, go go by the flow, so to speak. Like I said, everybody was, it was all penciled in. Roman Reigns is going to win the Rumble. Now, I'm not saying he's not going to win the Rumble. I don't know. And then when Bryan came back, everybody's saying, well, now it's Daniel Bryan. He's going to win the Rumble. I don't know. We could have a surprise winner at the Rumble. And it really wouldn't surprise me. And if the WWE did do this, I think it's really good for business. For the simple fact is, they leave all of us, um, you know, really not knowing. And if the WWE starts off 2015 with a pay-per-view like this, not going by all the rumors and everything we read on the dirt sheets for all the wrestling sites, this could be a very, very great year for the WWE because we're going to go into pay-per-views really not knowing, what the actual outcome is going to be. And I think the WWE would be smart in doing so. And I think, it's possible that is how they're going to approach this pay-per-view because, we all have, the different variables that are involved that we've seen in the last few weeks, like the likes of Sting. Will Sting show up at the Rumble? We don't know. And that's the thing about it. The unknown is great when it comes to a pay-per-view. I do think it's possible for Sting to be there just to set up, the situation between him and Triple H for WrestleMania. And I think a Sting Triple H match would be superb in my eyes. We haven't seen Sting wrestle since the likes of TNA. Sting is still in very, very, very good shape, as well as Triple H. And as we all know, Triple H does put a lot of people over. He's been known to do that in the last few years. I once thought him as a very selfish person, wanting always to be in the spotlight. Not to say that he doesn't want to be in the spotlight, because let's face it, he's on Monday Night Raw on a weekly basis with his wife Stephanie, and this is his way. This is Triple H's way. I mean, if he's not in the ring as a wrestler, he has found another way, to be in the spotlight for the WWE, and I have no problem with that. Um, so I think a Sting and Triple H match at WrestleMania, to me, could outshadow the main event, with the WWE World Heavyweight Champion and his opponent being the Royal Rumble winner here in 2015. And if that was the case, I have no problem with that, because this will be the very first time ever that Sting ever wrestled on a WWE pay-per-view. Um, we saw last Monday that we saw Sting actually appear on his first ever WWE Raw, live Raw show. So it's sort of interesting. But, you know, looking ahead, I do think the WWE is changing things up a little bit. And if they do, I think it's totally for the better. Um, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I'm just enjoying wrestling in general these days. I mean, there's a lot of promotions out there. I'm even getting into the Total Divas thing now, which for the most part, I just, shrug it off and say, really, who cares? But, it's sort of fun to watch. So, anyhow, I'm just doing this video tonight just to, pretty much, give me your ideas and give me your thoughts, and let me know what type of videos maybe you might want me to do. Um, and we can move on from there. Um, I don't get scripted videos like Killer O Demons 669. Only joking, Peter. I know Rosa doesn't write your scripts. I'm just having fun with this. You get on a roll sometimes, and you just like to push it as far as you can. But now Peter he's a great guy here on YouTube, and he does some really really quality videos, and check him out. Killer O Demon 669 here on YouTube. Um, and as well, I mean, if you're a younger person in the age group of like a teenage, into the upper 20s, check out Matt WWE 9v1. He's my nephew, but I'm going to tell you something. There's I don't know too many other guys his age, and he's at a very young age of 22. I don't know of any other guy that knows more about the whole world of professional wrestling, not just the WWE, not just TNA, but like PWG, CCW, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, you know, uh, New Japan Pro Wrestling. He is up to date on everything, and you won't need some information. Ask him. He's got an answer for you right after the question's asked. So, peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Thursday night. Enjoy SmackDown tonight, and we'll see you all next time. And if you don't hear from me before the Royal Rumble, which I'm sure you will, really enjoy the show, because I think this is going to be one of those shows that is not predictable like last year's was. See y'all next time.